In today's fast-paced world of business, no company is immune to the push and pull of labor negotiations, not even the global coffee giant Starbucks. As we delve into this intriguing narrative, we encounter Starbucks, a household name, a morning staple, a global powerhouse. But behind the robust aroma of its freshly brewed coffee, a different story has been brewing for quite some time. Starbucks has been grappling with a potent challenge: labor union negotiations. The company has been criticized for its stalling methods, accused of dragging its heels when it comes to the bargaining table. But recently, Starbucks has sent out a proposal to the Workers' United Union, suggesting a resumption of negotiations. The story of unionization at Starbucks isn't a new one. For the past 2 years, the company has been locked in a dance with labor unions, facing pushback from both its workforce and the public. Despite the ongoing controversy, Starbucks has managed to keep its counters open and its coffee machines humming. But the tide of unionization is not one to be ignored. Over 360 Starbucks locations have cast their votes in favor of unionizing. That's approximately 4% of the US store base, a number that can't be brushed aside. However, the pace of unionization hasn't been a steady march forward. Instead, it's been more of a slow, meticulous crawl, with the momentum of unionization seemingly slowing down. It's a complex situation with many moving parts and varied interests. And while Starbucks remains a favorite stop for coffee lovers, it has also become a battleground for labor rights. 19 locations have filed petitions to decertify with the National Labor Relations Board, with 7 of these petitions being dismissed due to determinations that Starbucks broke federal labor law. With over 360 locations having voted to unionize, it's clear that this is a significant issue for Starbucks. But what's led to this point? As we continue to unravel this narrative, we'll delve deeper into the allegations and criticisms faced by Starbucks. Stay tuned as we explore the intricate web of Starbucks and its union negotiations. Starbucks, known for its touchy-feely corporate image, has been caught in the crosshairs of severe criticism over its handling of union negotiations. In a whirlwind of controversy, the coffee giant has been accused of hundreds of unfair labor practices. These allegations point to a picture of egregious and widespread misconduct within the Starbucks Corporation, painting a stark contrast to the warm and welcoming image the company strives to project. At the heart of the matter is a core issue: the company's alleged, general disregard for employees' fundamental rights. This isn't a minor blip on the radar, it's a systemic problem that has been called out by none other than a National Labor Relations Board judge. This isn't just about coffee or profits, it's about people, their rights, and their livelihoods. The consequences of these allegations are far from trivial. Starbucks has been ordered to rehire workers who were fired, restore back pay to those whose hours were cut, and even reopen a location that was allegedly shuttered to stifle unionization efforts. It's a tall order for any company, let alone one that prides itself on its commitment to its employees, but the story doesn't end there. Even the upper echelons of the company have been implicated in this scandal. CEO Howard Schultz and a senior vice president were ordered to read a 13-page statement detailing workers' unionization rights. This public admonishment is a clear sign that the authorities are taking these allegations seriously. And as we delve deeper into this issue, it becomes clear that these allegations aren't isolated incidents. They're part of an ongoing struggle between Starbucks and the Workers' United Union. A struggle that has been simmering for 2 years with no formal labor contract in place. The unionization push at Starbucks has been a drawn-out affair, with over 360 locations voting to unionize. This represents about 4% of the US store base. However, the pace of unionization has slowed down, and 19 locations have filed petitions to decertify with the National Labor Relations Board. As the tension mounts, the question remains: how will Starbucks navigate these turbulent waters? As we look towards the future, the path Starbucks will take in its union negotiations remains uncertain. The brewing tension has reached a point where the coffee giant has now proposed to restart union negotiations in January 2024. This decision comes after 2 years of an ongoing unionization push, with no formal labor contract in place. The implications of these negotiations for Starbucks and its workers are profound. Over 360 Starbucks locations have voted to unionize, representing about 4% of the US store base. However, the pace of unionization has slowed down, and 19 locations have filed petitions to decertify with the National Labor Relations Board. The outcome of these negotiations could set a precedent for other stores and potentially change the landscape of Starbucks labor relations. The bargaining process hasn't been all smooth sailing for Starbucks. The company has faced criticism for stalling methods and is now open to hearing other ideas on how bargaining could proceed. This openness could be a sign of a more collaborative approach to negotiations, which could lead to more productive discussions and a more favorable outcome for both parties. The union negotiations have also made waves in the financial world. Starbucks' stock has seen a slight decline over the past 4 weeks, but closed with a small gain on Friday. Analysts like Seeking Alpha's Discount Fountain remain optimistic about the company's future, issuing a buy rating on the stock and noting encouraging growth in revenue and transaction volume. As we watch the unfolding saga of Starbucks' union negotiations, one thing is certain: the outcome of these negotiations will have far-reaching implications, not just for Starbucks, but potentially for the entire industry.